I'm a little late of making a video to this, but I have been putting it off for a while, and I cannot just keep putting it off until it becomes too late. A few weeks ago, Renee Good was shot by Jonathan Ross, who was an ICE agent, and the reason for the shooting was because, allegedly, Renee Good was trying to run over Jonathan Ross. This is not true. You can look at the video, you can see, as many people have pointed out, her tires were pointed away from Jonathan Ross. You are being lied to by Donald Trump and by many people who associate with him. Donald Trump said that Jonathan Ross was run over and wounded by Renee Good. This is not true because you can literally go to the video that has been all over the internet of the incident and see that after he murdered her, he just walked away. Nothing was wrong with him, not as much as a fucking limp. He was walking just fine, staring down the camera. People are saying that Renee Good somehow, in some way, deserved it because she was ignoring a federal officer. ICE is Border Patrol, and therefore their jurisdiction ends at the border. You know, Border Patrol. It is not within his jurisdiction to do jack shit. It is not within any ICE officer's jurisdiction to do anything they are doing, let alone the moral consequences of their actions. They are legally not supposed to have any authority away from the border. Ignoring that for now, people are saying that because she ignored him, she deserved to be shot. That does not make any sense. If an officer asks me to present my license and insurance if I get pulled over, and I say no, does that mean I can get shot in the head for refusing the orders of a federal officer? I don't think that really makes much sense. Now, people are saying that she tried to run over Jonathan Ross. As I've already said, this is not true. You can look at the video and see that her tires were pointed away from Jonathan Ross. So he was standing in front of the vehicle and claimed that she was trying to run him over and used that as justification to shoot her. Which there are, in fact, I have a screenshot of, I believe, Department of Justice guidelines saying that this is not allowed. So it says 1-16.200, number 2 on this, firearms may not be discharged to disable moving vehicles. Specifically, firearms may not be discharged at moving vehicles unless, 1, a person in the vehicle is threatening the officer or another person with deadly force by means other than the vehicle. Now, the last part, other than a vehicle. So it doesn't matter if she was threatening to run him over, that is using the vehicle, so that does not constitute deadly force. But also, she wasn't threatening him at all. She was not threatening anybody. She was sitting in her car and only started to leave whenever another officer or another agent tried to open her vehicle, which is not allowed. She did not have any threats. There was no reason to open the door. There was no probable cause of any kind. So, yeah, but also did not make any threats at all. So that's automatically not allowed. And then 2, the vehicle is operated in a manner that threatens to cause death or serious physical injury to the officer. And here's the important part. And no other objectively reasonable means of defense appear to exist, which includes moving out of the path of the vehicle. Which means, since he was able to easily move out of the path of the vehicle, which he did, if you look in the video, he did as he was shooting her, then it's not allowed. He is not able to use lethal force. So this was a completely unjustified killing. So a United States citizen was killed, was murdered. Now, ICE is already very close to the, Nazi Gestapo, which is already a reason that they should not fucking exist. But let's go into more depth about that. Continuously violated people's constitutional rights. Now, I want you to go to the Constitution and read that it does not say all United States citizens, it says peoples of the United States. That means any person who is in the United States. Even going further, since the shooting, they have gone door to door and raided houses without a warrant. There have been no warrants. It has just been they go in, they burst down the door, and they enter the house. That violates the Constitution. Under the Fourth Amendment, you are required as a law officer to have a signed warrant, a judge-signed warrant, in order to even enter someone's house. So ICE being able to just enter people's property and commit raids violates the Constitution. Even considering that deportation has been happening without due process under the law, meaning that people have just been picked up off the streets and sent to concentration camps. Let's call them what they are, concentration camps, and then deported. This is a violation of the Constitution. It doesn't matter if they are citizens or not, it violates their due process. This means that they are simply suspected of not being a citizen, and then they are sent to a concentration camp. There is no justification for the kidnapping of people and children who are, what is it? There was someone in the past few days who was taken by ICE who was 4 years old. A 4-year-old child was taken by ICE because he was allegedly an illegal immigrant. That is so, just everything about this is incredibly fucking dystopian. And I know it seems like there's a lot that's out of our control, but as citizens of the United States, as people of the United States even, we have a right to protest. We have a right to speak out against this, and that is what I am doing here. So if you want to do something, then at the very least, share this video. At the very least, send this video, like post a link to whatever story on any social media, send it to your friends, send it to your family, to everyone, and make sure that everybody knows that this is something that we cannot just let happen. It's been allowed for long enough. This needs to be stopped. We cannot compromise on this even. We cannot say, okay, ICE is allowed as long as they do this. No, abolish ICE in its entirety. That is all I have to say for now. Don't let them win. We have our voices, we need to use them.